right, welcome back, and it's time for your weekly dose of entertainment news. What will life be without the scoop on entertainers? Well, as you know, week after week, there's always something to talk about when it comes to the lives of entertainers. I will be talking about them a bit. But then, before we go on, let me introduce, making her debut on entertainment news, Korede Akinkolue is a blogger and pop culture analyst. Great to have you on the show, Korede.
Thank you.
How you doing? Did I pronounce the surname well?
No, you didn't.
Okay. Please do. Just pronounce it well. How's it
My dad is going to murder me for saying this because I always get it wrong myself. It's Akinkolue.
Your own surname?
Yeah.
You always get it wrong.
I mean, I'm not even sure he gets it right, but that's for him and my grandfather to decide. I don't get involved.
Okay, so let's get straight to it. What do you have for us today? What's our first story today?
First story, we have the Emmys. And the Emmys was really big over the weekend. I mean, that's like one of the biggest nights in TV in Hollywood. And Stephen Colbert was the host this year, which was actually pretty fun. He threw a lot of jabs at Donald Trump because what's Stephen Colbert without Donald Trump jabs? Yeah. And the best part was he brought out Sean Spicer, which freaked me out.
That was so cool. I think we just take a look at that. That was so cool. Bringing out Sean Spicer for me was like one of the highlights, or maybe the major highlight of that particular event. I
mean, he brought out Sean Spicer, and everyone knows that when he was press secretary, there was a lot of comments about like him lying and saying stuff that wasn't actually true, like the inauguration day. Yeah. So Stephen asked him what the count for tonight was, and he goes, this is the largest crowd he's ever seen, you know, following the lines of the White House vote, and it was insane. Everyone was cracking up. Are we
going to see that video? Maybe we might just see, we might just get to see that video. That was like the very, very interesting part of that award. That video, let's check it out.
Way of knowing how big our audience is. I mean, is there anyone who could say how big the audience is? Sean, do you know? This will be the largest audience to witness an Emmys, period, both in person and around the world. Wow, that really soothes my fragile ego. I can understand why you'd want one of these guys around. Melissa McCarthy, everybody, give it up.
Okay, now the thing is this. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
You know, now Sean Spicer, of course, is the former press secretary of the White House. Yeah. And he made some allusions while he was there concerning inauguration crowds and all that. So if you understand this joke, it will crack it out. It was very cool. It was very cool. All right, so what else was there to watch out for?
Okay, so next we have Danny Glover, and this made me so happy because not only did he become the first black person to ever win the award for Outstanding Director in a Comedy Series, he also won the award for Outstanding Actor in his lead role in Atlanta. And while he was giving his acceptance speech, he announced that he's having his second baby, which kind of blew my mind because I kind of forgot he was in a relationship because he's always been so private and doesn't really tell you much about, I can't remember his girlfriend's name. That's how bad it is. Like, he keeps stuff so tight to his chest when it comes to his family. Yeah. So it was really cool that he announced that and shared that with his fans.
That's very cool. But then there was also some news about some major people who expected to pick awards who didn't pick.
Yeah, like, I mean, everyone expected Modern Family, Game of Thrones, you know, How to Get Away with Murder, our favorite shows, all the shows that you live and love, like you watch all the time. We expected them to win something, but unfortunately, nothing.
They weren't able to win anything.
Yeah.
By the way, some people might not know. They might be asking, what exactly is the Emmys? You know, just like you have the Oscars for movies, which rewards excellence in movies, and then you have the Grammys, which rewards excellence in music. The Emmys is for television. Yeah, and then, of course, there's the Tonys, which is for theater. Yeah. Those are the 4 major awards when it comes to the arts and culture and all of that, okay? All right, so do we still have any scoop on the Emmys?
I mean, there's Oprah, who everyone thinks.
Yeah, that's a very cool one.
Oprah never shows up for the Emmys. She tries to avoid going for award shows. If you ask her to come, she might show up, but it's very rare. And she came for the Emmys this year, and I think almost everyone thanked her in the acceptance speech. John Oliver, Riz Ahmed, and at the end of the night, she gave the award for Outstanding Actress in a Lead Drama. That was the last award of the night. And literally, you know how she does that You Get a Car thing in at the end of her on the episode of her show? Yeah. She literally just goes, she called the person's name and she goes, you get an award, you get an award. It was insane. Like, everyone was freaking out. It was so much fun.
She's so cool. She's Oprah, man.
Yeah,
she's so cool.
It's Oprah.
Okay, so let's move on to some very interesting story now. This was the one that was trending all over the weekend. Very, very cool. Let's break it down.
Okay, so Kevin Hart is unfortunately back in the media again. And I say unfortunately because this time it's for another cheating scandal. Yeah. And at first, no one was really sure whether this actually happened or not because there was buzz going around on the Shade Room and stuff that he cheated on his wife, blah, 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 but no one was sure. And then he comes out on Instagram with a video apologizing to his wife and his kids, saying that he's obviously made some mistakes and he's sorry for this, but at the same time, he's not going to let anyone extort him through his mistakes, and that's why he's coming out to tell us the truth. That for me was kind of like, I was a bit confused, because I mean, if you're going to tell the truth, why? Like, when he brought in that whole he's telling the truth because he's going to get extorted part, I was like, then why did you tell us?
We just got everything out. You know, now the point is this. Now what we're sure of is that someone tried to blackmail him, and we're hearing that the amount is about $10 million. And then because of that, he said, okay, no, you're not going to have your way. I will apologize, and he had to do it openly. Come on, man. I don't know. Shouldn't he have done it privately, maybe to his wife or something?
I mean, we don't know if he did. He probably did apologize privately, like sit them down, tell them this is the situation, and apologize for it. That would probably be what he had done first. The public apology, I feel like, is kind of to diffuse the situation, because at the end of the day, your fans are going to ask questions, because you can't, like, you have your Snapchat and your Instagram feeds and everything, and you're very active on them. So if everyone is questioning what you're about at this point in time, then you need to come out and tell them, look, this was a mistake I made. Yes, it's happened, and I apologize for it, and I don't condone it. Something like that. But the way he even said it, Seth, I would like to even see that video. The way he said, the way he made that apology, like, was he really, is he sorry actually, or he's sorry he got caught? I mean, I'm thinking of Rihanna's Take a Bow now. I don't know, you have to ask him.
I'm actually thinking of that song. I don't know, when it comes to issues about cheating and all of that, I think the issue has to be about being caught. But then let's check out that video. Right? Let's see exactly how he said what he said.
I'm at a place in my life where I feel like I have a target on my back. And because of that, I should make smart decisions. And recently, I didn't. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit up here and say that I am or claim to be in any way, shape, or form. And I made a bad error in judgment and put myself in an environment where only bad things can happen, and they did. And in doing that, I know that I'm going to hurt the people closest to me, who I've talked to and apologized to, being my wife and my kids. And I just, you know, it's a moment when you know you're wrong, and there's no excuses for your wrong behavior. At the end of the day, man, I just simply got to do better. But I'm not going to also allow a person to have financial gain off of my mistakes. And in this particular situation, that's what was attempted. I said I'd rather fess up to my mistakes.
Oh, God, Parkway, Jari. All right, let's move on. We have some stuff about MBGN. That was over the weekend, right?
Yep, I brought some very beautiful Nigerian ladies for you. I mean, MBGN was on Friday over the weekend. Of course, it was hosted by Silverbird. And the most beautiful girl in Nigeria now is Ugochi, who was Miss Kebbi. And I mean, the night was really, really fun. I mean, there were performances by Harry Songs, by Ara, by Olamide. It was a pretty fun, charged night. And weirdly enough, a lot of people were kind of sad that Miss Imo didn't make it to at least the top 5, and she didn't win. I mean, watching her performance, like if you watch the actual event, she seemed very cultured. She knew what she was talking about. It seemed like she had it put together. So a lot of people expected her to go further than she actually did. So they're kind of sad she didn't go to the top 5. Of course, Nigerian Twitter was buzzing all Friday night about this and Saturday morning. They made so many accusations, annoyed so many people. They're complaining about how Miss Kebbi actually took her award at the end. A lot of people were like, they wish she had that, at least the, oh my God, I can't believe I won.
She was more emotional and all of that, but she was very calm. She was, you know, she didn't have that, she didn't, like, it wasn't a big deal to her.
I mean, honestly, you can't know what's going through her head at that point in time. So you can't really say she wasn't freaking out. Some people freak out internally and not externally. Like, if you know a camera is in front of you, you're not going to want to start losing your mind because you're thinking, people who's seeing this. At the same time, you kind of wanted her to do that, oh my God, I can't believe I won face.
Yeah, I wish I had so much more time to talk about it. But thank you very much, Krede. It was great having you. Okay, now let's move on to Yomi, and the trailblazer, the legend, Genie, is in the house and is ready to give us a treat with his voice.
All right, thanks so much, guys, for that entertainment news. Now, classical and contemporary musical vocalist and songwriter Nosa Donald Simon, popularly known by the stage name as Genie, is a Nigerian urban singer with a captivating vocal range and a soft, unique rock edge. He's also a guitarist, a producer, and a songwriter. He's here to give us a performance, and of course with him is the one and only Mr. Gideon with, Mr. Godwin with his guitar, and they're going to deliver something really special for us this morning.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Oh, if I die now, I go happy, say when I did this world, I don't fall in love. Which one you did? Where you dare treat me so. I don't beg, I don't do everything, but you tell me, say you need time and you not be there with me, oh, nah, so I bad. Anyway, I go, if you help me see, tell her I don't grow. She not look me at, so don't back my load to go, if you help me see, go, make you tell her I don't go. She not look me and so don't pack my load to go. Hey, 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 hey. 'Cause I know the shame for you anything I go do, no matter waiting you don't go through. 'Cause I know the shame for you. I feel go anywhere with you, 'cause baby, I'm in love with you. I know. Hey, 'cause I know the shame for you. I feel go anywhere with you, 'cause baby, I'm in love with you. Call me Lade. Call me Lade, Lade, don't make me crazy again. Call me Lade, Lade,
Wow. Thank you so much for that fantastic performance, Jeannie.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
You're amazing. I mean, it's been years since you started this. You've mentored so many people, done so much.
Yeah.
Many collaborations, and I'm sure you've got one or two things coming up. You want to talk about that?
New singles coming out in another 3-4 weeks. If you loved Genie of old and you love the new stuff, you love Overkilling, you loved my single in December, Shout Out to My Lover, you love, you're going to get through music, music that transcends time.
Yeah.
And that's going to come out in a month's time. And I'm excited about it. I've never been so sure about any song. There are few songs I've been so sure about.
Wow, are you kidding me?
You understand? But this one, I'm so sure about it. Because
excellent.
when I tell people, it's not about how much hype I'm going to put behind pushing the single out there. It's about when you hear the voice, you'll be a believer. That's all.
Oh, beautiful.
You'll be a believer.
Amazing.
That's what I look out for.
Amazing. So, of course, after this break, we'll be right back in the kitchen. And, of course, Genie is an amazing guy. Almost a legend.
Almost, yes. So I'm not there yet.
Well, you're there. You're there. You're getting there.
You're
getting there.
No, legend is.
All right, right after this break.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
'Cause I know the shame, Tolu. This puff where you they do.
Come on now.
Okay, no, seriously though. Ginny,
As in, amazing.
sing to me, darling.
Amazing voice.
Enough said. We're making puff today, but special.
Spicy puff.
Special puff.
Peppered puff. So because of Titi, I've decided to make a sauce to go with the puff.
Okay.
So right now, I just picked up a couple of things to, you know when you're a chef, you have to think outside the box.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing here.
Okay.
So in here, we have the barbecue sauce, chili sauce, turmeric powder. I'm going to be adding thyme, black pepper, a bit of curry, a bit of salt, and we're going to fry our atarudo.
Okay, one more time. Those spices you went over those really, really quick. So
did I?
Dry black pepper.
Yes.
The ground type.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Curry powder, thyme, and you said this is barbecue sauce?
Yes, barbecue sauce, a bit of chili sauce.
Okay.
And turmeric powder.
Turmeric powder. Okay, fantastic.
You know, just like how you make your normal sauce. Honestly speaking, this is me creating a sauce. So I'm really looking forward to listening to your opinion about it.
All right.
So just gonna fry this a little bit.
So that's the atarudo again?
Yes. It's spicy now.
All right.
So may as well. I'll put in our sauces.
I actually didn't know you could like fry barbecue sauce. Like,
darling, you can do anything.
Seriously?
In the kitchen.
I always felt barbecue sauce was like an afterthought.
Yes, it is. It is. It's after what?
Afterthought. Like, you just think, you know what? Just throw it in.
It is an after. It is pre-made.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you can actually work with it to create something entirely different.
I was wondering about the puff. How is it going now?
Oh, it's in the oven. It's been in the oven for like, what, 15 minutes, thereabout? Let's give it another 30 minutes. You can peep.
I should peep at it?
Yes,
okay,
please do.
Let me see. All right. This looks like it's swelling up to cake size right now.
Yes, that is what we are looking for.
I'm not sure if everyone
right
can
there.
see it, but it's swelling. I can see how well that's doing. But by opening the oven, I haven't affected the process.
Oh,
I
no.
hope. All right, then.
Not at all.
So I've always wondered about the oil used for puff. Like, so I've tried puff before and ended up making pancake. So it flattened. Was there anything I did wrong? Why did it flatten?
It's probably your mix. And plus, your oil has to be the quantity has to be a lot because it's like you're frying akara.
Okay, so in a sense, I'm deep frying?
Yes, yes, you are deep frying.
So you can't shallow fry puff?
No. You need the ball to move around freely in the oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then also something else that used to happen to me was the puff balls used to stick together. Why? Why was that?
You don't put a lot of puff in the fryer at once.
Okay.
You put it 1, 2, 3, 4. Just let it go. Let it mold together. Let it start getting creases around. Then if you want to add more, you can then add more in between the holes. Okay,
there's something you're doing with your hand. What exactly is that thing you're doing with your hand? What is that?
Do you know, this is something I just learned.
Okay.
There are different ways, because some people you use just,
a spoon,
just
right?
a spoon and just
I could use a spoon.
Yes, you can. But
if
you want that round ball, it's just, like when you're eating eba.
You're going to have to show us this process.
I'm not a pro. I'm still learning how to do it as well.
I've always wondered, those ladies on the road, I'm calling them ladies now, those mamas on the road with the big oil vats, and they have this special, it's in the wrist or something.
It is in the, yes, it's in the hand, the way they move. But they are trained professionals, They've been at it for generations.
Okay. So I can't wait to see that, honestly.
Yeah.
What am I looking out for with the sauce?
We're done already. This is what we're looking out for.
Okay. So it doesn't have to be like drying up or something?
No. It's just a thick sauce that you take your puff and dip it in.
One more time, we need to go over the ingredients.
Okay, so we used the barbecue sauce, chili sauce. We diced a bit of atarudo.
Okay.
Thyme, curry, black pepper, and a pinch of salt.
All right.
And turmeric powder. If you don't have that, it doesn't matter.
All right.
So it's just something thick, so that the puff will not be boring when we're eating it, according to
All right then. So the ingredients for the puff are?
The ingredients again: flour, sugar, egg, yeast. We activated our yeast by soaking it into warm water. You could use onions to fry the oil, like maybe just cut a slice of onions and put it inside your oil for the frying of the puff puff.
Okay.
That just changes the flavor a bit.
Okay.
So you could use nutmeg or cinnamon. I use cinnamon.
Okay.
And vegetable oil, obviously, for the frying.
All right, then. If, for instance, because I like to think about calories here. Now,
Yeah.
not everybody thinks about calories when you're thinking puff puff. It's an oily snack. Fine.
Yeah.
But is there anything I can do to reduce the amount of calories in this particular dish now?
Honestly speaking, I'm sure there are ways you can try the flour. If you can probably change the flour to maybe coconut flour or one of them healthy flours.
Okay, like wheat flour or something?
Well, I believe you could try that. Honestly, I haven't tried it, but it's worth the try. And please, if you try it and it's good, let us know.
Please tweet to us at TVC Connect with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Honestly, our food diary right now is growing. So many amazing meals have been put out there, and you should check out the website. That's tvcontinental.tv for some of the recipes. They are amazing. Chef Tolu, you know we love you.
Yes, I love you too.
But we'll be going on a short break in a bit. But for now, I have to say that the oil looks cold to me, so I'm worried.
Oh, it's going to go on the fire now.
Yeah, but then isn't it going to take time to warm up, or isn't it?
No, come on. This burner is good.
It's really hot.
It's really hot. It's gonna come up really quickly.
All right, so there's a lot of temptation going on here. I can smell something happening here. Are you sure this is not done, Tolu? Come on, look at this.
I just need to rise a bit more.
A little bit more?
Yes.
Can I use a spoon or something to touch it to see the texture?
Nope.
Why not?
Because we need it to rise undisturbed.
Undisturbed?
Yes.
Well, you're talking like as if it's a person, undisturbed. What does that even mean?
Food is an art, darling.
Okay.
So we need to allow it breathe and grow.
Okay. Breathing, growing yeast. So Tolu just described it as if when I touch it, it's going to just...
It's going to deflate.
Deflate?
Yes.
Like all the air is going to escape?
Yeah, it's going to escape. So it's only when I'm ready to fry that we're going to, So now I've put the oil on fire and it's going to keep heating for, let's just say 5 minutes.
Okay.
It should have gotten to the right oil. I'll just put in something like maybe like a bit of it to
test the temperature.
So we're just going to set that out. Then we're done with this. Do you want to give it a go?
No, I actually don't want to taste this yet because, whenever I eat anything with pepper in it, I start having hiccups, and I can't have hiccups on live TV.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, this is a personal part of me I'm sharing with the nation. When I eat pepper, I get hiccups. I don't turn red like an Oyinbo. No, I don't. I just get hiccups. But there is something about these ingredients that I want you to take note of. One more time, the ingredients are flour, sugar.
That's for puff puff.
Yeah, for puff puff. Flour.
Yeah. Flour, sugar, water, egg, yeast. The yeast has to be soaked in warm water. There are two types of yeast: the dry active yeast and the one that
the quick acting yeast. Yeah.
So the quick one, you can just add it dried and add warm water when you are mixing the dough, or you soak it in the water. That's the dry active one. That's a popular one that we have here in Nigeria. So onions for the frying, if you don't have, you can completely skip that step. A bit of salt, nutmeg or cinnamon, and vegetable oil for the frying, obviously. Okay, so there's something special about all these ingredients. The fact is, these are all in your kitchen, like right now. Yes, like they're easy things to find. Like I'm sure you have flour.
Yeah, really, flour is like a staple in my house. I don't know about other people.
What do you do? Pancakes?
Even if you don't have, for pancakes, sometimes I bake bread as well. I've been learning from you, darling. I have. But really, we should try to make some, things differently over the weekend or even during the week. Like right now, if I had some puff puff to take to the office, I know I would feel a little better.
Oh, God.
But certainly this is all looking good. And I know that you really want to be around to see the end of it. Make sure you don't go anywhere too far. We'll be right back.